Hey, Melissa, just stand behind.
Is it too short? Better?
Do it.
And then just push it back in.
Leave it out. There you go. Because you're first. If you guys can keep to the side. Just keep to the side. The sides straight. Just you don't want to.
That way I don't block it. Yeah, perhaps you're right. When you say he's on his feet, is that?
That he's doing okay. He's not on his back.
No. You'll never see him do that. The question is whether or not there's something for him to lean on. He got that same point. I know he does. And so if he can stall, certainly losing that job is a big deal. His salary is, yeah.
stills. If I can ask you to stand behind the speaker. A little bit more, please. Behind the speaker. Behind the speaker.
That's you and me, yes. That's you and me.
Thank you for joining us today as the New York State Unity Delegation departs for Israel. Over the next 2 days, the delegation will visit with Israeli government officials, visit various sites in the South, and speak with New Yorkers living abroad during this time. You will now hear from Governor Andrew Cuomo, Speaker Shelley Silver, Senator Dean Skelos, Senator Jeff Klein, and Mort Zuckerman. Also traveling with the delegation is Kenneth Cole, Neil Cole, and Howard Mayer. Now, without further ado, Governor Andrew Cuomo.
Thank you very much. First to Melissa, I want to thank her very much and the team that worked so hard to set up this trip. I want to thank El Al, which has been very helpful in facilitating the arrangements. I'm very excited and proud to be part of this Unity delegation that is going to Israel. As you heard from Melissa, joining the delegation will be the Speaker Sheldon Silver, Co-Senate Leader Dean Skelos, Co-Senate Leader Jeffrey Klein, Mortimer Zuckerman, who's Executive Chair of Boston Properties, publisher of the Daily News, and the Chairman of the U.S. News and World Report, Kenneth Cole, CEO of Kenneth Cole Productions, Neil Cole, President of Iconics Brand Group, Howard Mayer, Chairman Emeritus of the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center of Nassau County. Kenneth, Neil, and Howard are my brothers-in-law. We would say in Italian, mishpucha. I don't know if you have a word, Shirley. Our message is simple and is clear. We stand with Israel, and we support Israel's right to defend itself in this conflict. The delegation represents the entire state government. It's the executive, it's the legislature, it's both houses, it's bipartisan, represents business leaders and family members. The visit demonstrates the deep cultural, social, political, and personal relationship that we have with the state of Israel. New York has 1.7 million Jewish people, more than any place on the globe besides Israel. This is a precarious time. Israel is under attack. Incidents of anti-Semitism are on the rise. The network of tunnels that has been discovered is troubling and demonstrates the extent of the attack. It's important to make our commitment to Israel clear, and it's important to make that commitment clear now. As New Yorkers, we know firsthand the pain and the fear caused by those who spread terror. Life in New York was forever changed by 9/11. Everyone wants the killing to stop, there is no doubt. But at the same time, Israel must have the right to defend itself. That is the message that we will convey. Now, let me turn it over to Speaker Sheldon Silver.
Thank you very much, Governor, and thank you for putting together this display of unity with Israel. And I think it's a privilege for me to be visiting Israel, and how meaningful it is to be sharing this journey with my colleagues in government, Governor Cuomo, Senator Skelos, and Senator Klein. I've traveled to the Jewish homeland many, many times. It's a powerful place. It's a beautiful and inspiring country. And I'm certain that this mission will reinforce the highly valued and long-standing partnership that exists between New York and Israel. As you know, a number of New York businesses were incubated in Israel. The educational partnerships that exist between the two states, enhanced by the collaboration between our great Cornell University and the Technion Israel Institute of Technology, which will be a wave of future jobs for New Yorkers when that partnership begins to show its flowers. Given all that we share, the strength of the ties that bind our people, I believe it is essential that we, the leaders of the Empire State, demonstrate our faith in Israel, our desire to stand in solidarity with Israel during this very difficult time. I look forward to arriving in Israel, and I'm proud to be making this trip as part of a unified front with Governor Cuomo, Senator Skelos, and Senator Klein, and saying collectively, New York State, we are with you, Israel, in this difficult time. Thank you.
Beautiful. Very nice. Nicely said.
Let me start off by thanking the governor for inviting me to attend this mission. This is truly a bipartisan mission, one that all of us are looking forward to in terms of expressing our solidarity and our support for the State of Israel. This is my third trip to the State of Israel, and I can honestly say that this is probably the trip that's most important for me as a legislative leader, and I know all of us here, because Israel is under attack on a daily basis. The other day, when there were media accounts of it in Israel, my daughter-in-law's friend who lives in Israel emailed her and said, "We're delighted that you're coming, because sometimes we feel we're forgotten and people do not understand the threat we are under on a daily basis. As far as I'm concerned, our government should do whatever it can to protect our homeland here in the United States, and we should understand that the government of Israel has the right to protect their homeland in any way they feel fit. So, Governor Cuomo, I thank you for allowing me to be here. Speaker Silver, Co-Leader Klein, we all look forward to this and learning even more on this mission. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I, too, want to thank Governor Cuomo once again for his leadership in inviting me to be part of this delegation. I'm proud to be here with both Senator Skelos and Speaker Silver and the rest of the delegation. As someone who's been an elected official, always supportive of Israel, this trip and commitment is very important to me. But even more important is the fact that I'm the grandson of Holocaust survivors, both from Hungary and Poland. So this becomes very, very personal to me to not only go to Israel, but stand with Israel, especially when Israel is under siege, as it is now. I think it's also important to make that commitment face to face to the Israeli people, because I think, once again, Israel needs a miracle. And as David Ben-Gurion, the great Prime Minister of Israel, once said, if you're not a realist, you don't believe in miracles. Thank you, Governor, for allowing me to attend this trip.
Well, I'm delighted to join this very distinguished group of New York State leaders on a visit to Israel. You know, you have to imagine what it would be like if the United States were attacked with thousands of missiles coming from both sides, from Mexico on one side and my own home country, Canada, on the other side, and where 75% of the population of America would have to find a shelter within 60 to 75 seconds. That's what a lot of Israelis have been living under. And they have, in many ways, as they try to protect themselves from the attacks, never mind what attacks were avoided because they discovered what was going on in the tunnels, the countries and people all over around the world were criticizing them for being active in their own defense. We would have done it, we should have done it, they should have done it, and I'm very happy to be able to show up with a very distinguished group of people to let them know that we stand by them at this on this very difficult time. Thank you very much.
Again, thank you all for being here, and the delegation is now going to go get on the plane. Thank you very much.